Well, in keeping with what we started today with, we got one motor started. This motor here came off of a snow blower. I never had it running per se. I started it by shooting some starting fluid in the carburetor, and I'm thinking this carburetor might have been changed because one of the mounting bolts was loose and the idle speed mixture screw was missing. And in good keeping, we have our gas tank mounted up on the cowl just like the old Model A's did. And the only throttle control is going to be manual. I'm going to turn it up just a hair. We do have a muffler on it. So, you're going to see it first here with me. The motor mount is welded. The motor is bolted down temporarily because it's going to have a motor mount under it, a rubber mount. This right here is going to get mounted under there. But it's bolted tight, and the starter is hooked up, and the battery, and I see the carburetor is leaking. I just changed the float bolt because it was leaking out the bottom. So let's do it. Bad connection. Sounds like my battery needs a little help from a charger. Well, that's not to be unexpected. It's been sitting since, when was the last time I used it? I tried it last winter after I got it. So it's been sitting for a long time. Okay, we got the charger on it. It's still dripping gas, but let's see what happens. I'm going to give it one shot of starting fluid just because it ain't been running in ages. And it is tipping downhill. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're jumping it off of the lift. That's the difference. Well, let's go in and see what we're going to do with this motor. I've determined that it's not getting enough spark, so I pulled the flywheel off. And we're going to check the points and make sure they're clean and gapped properly. But I just saw something in the process here that didn't make me very happy. That Woodruff key is gonzo. That might be why it's not wanting to start. It's way out of time. Yeah, okay. I'll get the point set and put a new Woodruff key in there and put the flywheel back on and see what we can get out of it. Looks like the points and condenser were replaced at one time, not too awful long ago. So we're going to do some further investigation. I'm not real happy with that. like I said, I never had this motor running actually. I got it to fire using some starting fluid, but that was quite a while ago. And having the shroud off and seeing these busted fins on here, and then that wire all taped up because something was obviously bouncing around in here. And I did notice, which I had noticed quite a while ago, that just above the bubble for the starter, this thing was bent over here. Oh man, not good, not good. Now we got to look at our flywheel and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. There's the other half of the Woodruff key down in the slot. Jump time. We'll get those things straightened out, put it back on it, and my guess is the thing will fire right off. Okay guys and gals, I'm going to give it a try. I'm not sure what's going to happen. You saw what the story was with the flywheel. I haven't put all the pieces back together because I'm going to try it first. I'm thinking this motor may be toast, but we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Turn the gas on. Well, I haven't done an actual compression test on this motor, but it does seem to have very little compression. I pulled the head off and the head gasket wasn't leaking. Woohoo! Thunderstorm coming. And the cylinders were smooth, and as far as I could tell, the valves are working, but it seems to be low on compression, so something's going on. And with the flywheel problems and other problems, I'm thinking I may look for another motor. And you'd think with the plethora of motors I have, I would have another one I could just slap on there. Well, I could slap on a 5 horsepower, but that's a downgrade from an 8 horsepower. Worst comes to worst, I will, but I have an idea. I might be able to come up with an 8 horsepower Tecumseh, and I really would like to do that, especially seeing as how one of my subscribers already provided me with a nice new starter for this one. So that's where I'm headed. I'm going to go look online right after the thunderstorm was over, of course. And yep, the rain is coming down. It's not a gully washer yet, but it might be before long. One never knows. Bye now.